I told my babe, I want to move into a 4-bedroom. He discriminated it. He said no. But I was trying to. Today I enter the 4-bedroom now. The 4-bedroom be like 2-bedroom because everywhere is occupied. I'm using one for business room. One is my room. One and my girl is staying there. Like one for streaming room. But I had a bigger picture. I was like, anytime I want to shoot, I'm always going outside. Why don't I can shoot my content in my house without going out there to be renting an apartment, going to, you understand? So I had a bigger picture, I had a bigger plan. I then setting up the room small. Now, I told Peller, I said, babe, you have money. Since your room or your place has network issue, get an apartment. It can be a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom. Tell your management, tell them, get an apartment for streaming. You pay, you might not be sleeping there. Do it, use it as streaming room. Set it up. Bring people, ensure the network is good. Find a place. Many people are willing to work with us and even give us a rent for a small price. Yes. Get an apartment. Do your stream, set it up. Anytime you want to stream, you go there. You can still sleep there if you want. If you're scared, I'm here. My door is wide open. I gave the idea. I will not say what happened. I closed it and there I go end up. I gave another idea. I was like, babe, your streaming background is not that sharp. Use your room. You don't, okay, we stay. You come over to my place. Yes, I stay alone. He comes over here, we stay together. At night, we sleep. The next day, we do our daily job. Now that room, turn it to streaming room. Come on the bed, set it up. If you don't have somebody, I have people. I will call them. They'll work on your room. They will draw. They will give you inspo. Select your inspo. Do it. But you say network is having issue. Yes, network there is terrible. Network is stressing him, which I say, okay, find somewhere else to be using. What else do you want me to say? What else do you want me to say now? We don't do it alone. Peller is not a content creator. What do you want me to do? If he was a content creator, now me and him for the match skits, they drop skits back to back. But he is not a content creator. So what do you want me to do? Let me collab with other people. And put smiles out there. And put effort out there. That's not really nonsense. In the journey of success, trust nobody because anyone can be your opponent. We know you love your baby, but at times they calm down, bro. Not be every time my baby. Focus on yourself more and be a better version of yourself. Did they tell you he's not focused? How focused do you want him to be? Okay. People say I don't advise him.
If it feels like news no longer serves you, well, that's because it doesn't. It used to help you understand what was actually happening, right? So you could go and make good decisions, protect your family, stay grounded in a changing world. But now, well, most of what we see isn't even news. It's just noise. That's why the Epic Times was created in the first place.
Guys, you know what? This is just, you guys have listened to Jarvis. That is Jarvis that just finished speaking, all right? As I watch these two kids, you know, on social media, I'm really happy for them. You know, individually, they are amazing influencers, and together, they are powerhouses. They are powerhouse or powerhouse. They are powerhouse. They were powerhouses, you know. It is not every relationship, if you are working together, you know, like influencers, you guys have tested it out. I wouldn't advise any romantic relationship, I would not advise it, because it is actually better right now because there is no kids between these kids. So it is actually okay right now. You don't really, because once a child is involved right now, it kind of compound the whole issue. And with how you guys are actually doing, I am not blaming anybody, but it seems you guys have different path and the way you guys are thinking. You know, in a relationship, when a lady, when the female is sounding more like someone's mother, oh my God, you know that it is getting too much. It is really getting too much. And I am so glad Peller still have his mom. So, you know, his mom needed to continue doing her job. Peller is now probably, I don't know, probably is 20-year-old, according to what social media actually tells us. And Jarvis, she's matured. Jarvis is older than him. And even though age is a number, you know, even some 20-year-old can actually be more matured than 35 or 25 or whatever age. So, but in what we are seeing on social media, Bella has a lot of growth to do. This lady, Jarvis, she's a lady and she has a direction. She's very smart and articulate. But Bella is all over. You know, in a relationship, you can do something like some habits that he actually exhibits on social media. It kind of like probably when you are 12, 14 or 13 or whatever, I'm not sure. But you know what? That I do not have anything against him. But if that is what Jarvis like, there's nothing that I can do. But me looking from afar, because we really don't know what is inside, what the boot actually, you know what I mean, it is inside the relationship. But what I'm seeing really is not really right. You know, it is not okay. Sometimes you don't know if they are actually in skit, like when they talk negatively to one another, you sometimes I kind of think like, okay, are they in character, or is this real? I don't know. But if two persons are in love, if you are even going to do a character, I don't think some things that they say back to one another is what they needed to actually be saying to each other. You guys understand what I mean? And I'm wishing them best of luck. I will encourage them to be friends, really, because I believe it was Jarvis that reached out to Peller, according to what Peller actually said, to when he actually went to, you know, he was actually with the guys. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, Jarvis really helped him a lot, which is amazing, you know. So if you are friends and you guys actually collab well at work, if you want to extend it into a romantic relationship, sometimes it's not a kind of like a petrol you have adding fire into it, you know. So I think individually, and you guys can be friends, and then you guys can date others, you know, together, do work together, respect one another, be each other's friends, you know, like all those ideas that Jarvis is actually reaching out and suggesting and bringing out. I wouldn't want her to change, you know. I wouldn't want her to change that against Peller. I will actually encourage that to continue, because right now in a relationship, when either a guy or the lady is actually trying to unalive themselves because the other party is no longer interested, that is not a healthy relationship. So with that, you guys need to path and you can work together